Estranho. Hello, hello. Hey, everybody. How are you? Welcome to another Ielts journey with Fabi, where we talk about everything and anything related to the Ielts test. My name is Fabi. Whoa. My name is Fabi. I'm an English teacher and I live here in Brisbane, Australia. And I help people get the score they need on the Ielts test and the test only once. Okay, guys, you shouldn't be doing the test more than once. All right. So if you have any questions, you can pop the questions in. Sometimes I miss your questions. Okay, so if I miss any of your questions, don't worry. I'll usually go back to it at the end. All right. And if I don't answer your questions, make sure you post it again. All right. Okay. So today we are going to talk about the right way to prepare for the IELTS test. Okay. So there are lots of different ways of doing it. Okay. However, there are only a few that will actually help you get there. Okay. And there are different opinions on what you have to do. Okay. What I'm going to share with you today is what I have been sharing with my students for many, many years and what really works. Okay. So if you have any extra questions, feel free to pop them in here. All right. Just feel free to pop them in and let's get started. Okay. So, we're going to talk about the best preparation. Okay. And what the best preparation would look like. All right. So, whether you need a 6, a 6.5, okay, which is not that difficult to achieve. Actually, a 6, even a 6.5, is actually very easy. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Okay, how to achieve that score. Okay, all right. This is a question there. What's the duration of my course? My course is about 6 weeks. Okay, 6 weeks long, and you have access to everything for 12 months. Okay. Easy answer, easy question to answer. All right. Okay, cool. So let's continue. All right. So to get a 6, okay, guys, to get a 6, all you need to do is to understand the test. Understand the test. That's it. Okay. So for example, maybe just say yes or no. Do you know that we have 4 parts for the IELTS test? Do you know that? Yes or no? Do you know that? Okay. We all know that, right? Because we always talk about it: listening, reading, speaking, and writing. However, do you know how many parts we have in each part of the test? So, for example, we have listening, reading, writing, speaking, 4. But did you know that inside these parts, we have more parts? And for example, listening. How many parts do we have in the listening, guys? How many? How many parts do we have in the listening? 4. But do you know how many questions we have in each part? Reading. How many parts do we have in the reading? 3. But do you know the types of text we have? Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Really knowing the test. Okay, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. And then not only what we have, but what do they want from you? Okay, what do the IELTS test want from you? Do you know that? You have to know that. If you know that, I assure you, you can get a 6, even if your English is not 100%. Okay? Yeah. All right. So, today, in addition to that, we're going to talk about 2 ways of looking into the test. Okay? Some things are the same, okay? all the time, but it also depends on the score that you need. What are your goals? At the moment, I'm helping in my course, I'm helping some students who need 4.5, and I'm helping people who need 8. Is the preparation the same? Yes, up to a point. And I will tell you what the difference is at the end. Okay? At the end. Stick around. Okay, guys. So, the preparation it's the same but different at the same time. Okay, so if you need up to 6.5, I'm going to tell you to do something. But then if you need more, I'll tell you to do something else. But we all have to go through the steps. Okay, and of course, one of the most important one is actually to know the test. All right. Okay. But again, it depends on your goals. It all depends on the score you need. Okay. So, the quickest and easiest way to get there is to know the test. That's it. Know the test. And then you say, yes, Fabi, I'm going to watch a video on YouTube and I'm going to learn the test. Like I said, guys, I'm here today to give you information about the test. Just giving you information. I'm here to give you information about the test, okay? Can you get the score you need with the information I'm giving you today? I don't think so. Because whatever I'm going to tell you today is for you to get information so you can start, okay? But I'm not sure I don't think you'll be able to get the score you need just with what I'm telling you today. I'm telling you things that are important. Okay, and I'm being very honest. My job here is to open your brain to the Ielts test and to let you know the things that you need to think about. That's why I'm here today. Okay, and one of the first things you have to think about is to know how the test works. All right? But then, if you watch videos online, you're probably going to get the overall idea of what it is. And then, of course, you have to get into the details. Okay, so some of the questions you have to ask yourself are, what is the test like? This is one of the questions. What are the tests like? Time. One thing is knowing you have 1 hour to do the reading. That's your first step. Second step is, what am I going to do to manage to do everything in 1 hour? That's what no one talks about. And that's what you have to know. Next thing. There are parts within the parts. And even within the parts, there are other parts, okay? For example, let's just think about IELTS listening. How many parts for the listening test? 4. But how many parts do I have in part 1? Maybe 2. Even 3 sometimes. And how do you know that? Through practice. Through practice. But one of the most important things are, did you know that there are about 10 to 12 different types of questions? Sorry. Types of questions. Did you know there are about 10 to 12 different types of questions? And guys, the people who can get at least a 6 are the ones who can't look at the test and know what they have to do. Okay? So that's one of the problems people have. If you can't get a 6, my advice is go learn the test. My students, for example, in my course, most of them, they did the test for the first time. 5 in listening. I was like, okay, cool. We go through the once method. We go through my method. And they do it again. 6. I'm like, yes, they improved. And then they go over my method again. 7. But why? How? Because they understand the test. They know what they have to do. Okay, so if you know that, you are a 6, maybe even 6.5. All right? Goody, goody. Okay. Now, when we're thinking about the strategies, okay, and then we have to go deep into the parts of the test. Okay. So, for example, like I said before, yes, I know that I have 1 hour to do the writing, for example. How are you going to manage that? We have 2 tasks, remember? And again, remember, okay, balloons. So if you go like that, there are balloons on Instagram. What if you go 3? What happens with 3? Let me see. Nothing happens. 4, nothing happens. 1, nothing happens. 2, balloons. Okay, fine. All right, so there are 2 parts for the writing on the Ielts test. Okay, so and then we go think about, okay, how much time am I going to spend there? And then even for the writing part, we also have different types of questions for task 1. It doesn't matter if you're doing academic or general. We have different types of questions for part 2. And that's what I'm talking about, guys. Exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't know that, you're going to be a 5. Even if you have good English. Even I've seen people with really good English get a low score just because they didn't know what's going on. No idea what to do. No idea what to do. Okay? So knowing the test, organizing yourself, knowing what you have to do makes you quicker and of course more confident. More confident. Okay? And you know the kind of thing that you look at something, you know what to do. That's what I want from you guys. You look at it and you know. That will get you a 6 like that. 100%. 100%. So in my course, for example, I always try my students to get to the 6, 6.5. Okay. Is that the score you need? Yes, perfect. We're ready. Or you need higher, then we have another strategy. This morning in the course, we were talking about task 1 and task 2. I told them what they have to do to get a 6. But then they said, oh, Fabi, but I need a 7. I'm like, okay. If you do what you have to do for the 6, it's easier for you to get the 7. Okay, so we get to the 6 and then we work upwards. Some people, they can get 6.5 straight away. Some people even 7. All right, but that's not most people because you have to polish, let's say, what you are doing. All right, you have to polish it. Some people just have to polish it and that's it. Okay, all right, so people watching me, who needs a 6? If you need a 6, hands up. Put your hand up. Who needs a 6? Or 6.5? Okay, someone say hello, hello. Okay, so just tell me what score you need, maybe. You need a 6, and a 7. Yeah. People need higher scores nowadays because Australia and Canada, they are asking for higher scores nowadays, huh? Higher scores nowadays. Hello? Yes, so just tell me, what score do you need, guys? Okay. So I've been talking about the 6, right? 6, 6.5, 6, 6.5. Nice. Colombia, cool. Hello. All right. So let's say that you are at a 6, but you need a 7. You're a 6, 6.5, you need a 7. You know the strategies, you know how everything works. What do you think would be your next step? What do you think would be your next step? Think about it. If you have been practicing, okay, guys, if you have been practicing, all right, and you're getting your 6, 6.5, 6.5, 6.5. The next step is to focus on your English. Yes. Focus on your English. That's what you should be doing. That's exactly what you should be doing. From my experience, people who can't get the 7 in writing, and why am I talking about writing? People struggle with writing. You know, that's the main reason people can get the score they need. It's writing. That's why I'm focusing on writing right now. That's why I'm talking about writing. The main reason people can't get to the score they need is because of their grammar. To get a 7 in writing for the Ielts test, your English should be academic. That's what they expect from you. Why? Why is that? Remember, guys, the reason there is a requirement for you to do the test, the reason there is a score that people request you get, the reason is because you want to do something abroad in English. And they just want to be sure that you will be able to perform. You want to do a master's abroad. They just want to be sure that you'll be able to follow the lessons. They want to be sure that you'll be able to understand what the teacher's saying. They want to be sure that if the teacher gives you a text, you'll be able to understand. That's what they expect from you. They want to know that you'll be able to write an essay about whatever topic. So they're checking that. And sometimes to be able to do that, your English has to be academic. And that's what they expect from you if you need a 7 or more, especially in the writing part. That's what they expect from you. Okay, so you have to be ready for that. So how do you get ready for that? You improve your English. That's how you get ready for that. You have to improve your English. Okay? And one of the things is your grammar. You have to work on your grammar. All right? That's why in my course we have the bonus classes, English grammar. There's like 5 different grammar points. And how did I choose those points? Based on the mistakes that I usually see my students making. I've seen so many essays, too many, that I know exactly what people need to do to improve. Okay. And that's what I try to help my students with. Of course, people are different, but usually, most of the time, it's grammar. Second biggest mistake people will make if they can't get the 7, vocabulary. More specifically, spelling. How's your spelling? How's your spelling? Guys, if you make some silly mistakes in spelling, if you make 5, 6 silly mistakes, the examiner is going to go and look, oh no, this is not academic. This person's still learning. And you don't want that, do you? So you have to improve that too. All right. So again, guys, you go improving and improving and improving. Okay. So first we learn the test. And then if you need that higher score, then you have to keep working on your English. Okay. And again, remember that. Why are you doing the Ielts test? You are not doing the Ielts test because the university asked you to. You are not doing the Ielts test because immigration asked you to. You are doing the Ielts test because you want to live your dreams. That's why you're doing the Ielts test. If you need the Ielts test so you can live your dreams, I think that your dreams are in English. Okay, that's what comes to my mind. Okay, so if you are doing the Ielts test, you have your dreams will be in English, right? Whatever you want to achieve is in English. So why not start now? improving your English so you can be more relaxed when you get to your dreams. Okay, guys, because again, because why? And again, I'm not preparing you for the IELTS test. I feel like I'm preparing you for your dreams. And honestly, I don't want you, okay, to get the score you need on the IELTS test, get into the university, or get the score you need on the IELTS test, go to Canada, get the score you need on the IELTS test, come to Australia, and then get a job, and then lose the job because you don't speak English well. I've seen that happen, unfortunately. I have seen that happen. So, why not start today? Why not start now? And then you can achieve so much more. I was just talking to some students today, and they were talking about the rules that are changed. They want to go to Canada. And one of my students was saying, I had a plan until last week, but now I had to change it. And then the only thing I told her was keep studying English. That's the only thing you can do. You cannot control what the government's going to do, but you can control your English. And then if the government changes the score they need, they want you to get, no problem. I'm learning English. I will be able to get that. Okay. Someone said, hi, Fabi, you're right. We're on the same page. Cool, Carlos. And that's it, guys. That's it. It's not working anymore. There used to be explosions. Not anymore. Ah, there you go. Okay, guys. The only thing you can do is to keep improving your English. All right. I have seen people who got the score, they got the graduate visa. Okay. And then they got a job, but they were the job for 6 months only. Or they start on a casual basis just to see what's going to happen. And then they said, oh, sorry, we thought that your English was good enough, you're going to improve, but honestly, we need someone with better English. Okay, guys. All right. So I'm here to help you with your dream. The IELTS test is a step. It's just a step. I'm here to help you for your future. Even if you don't know that yet, I know. Okay, that's why you're here, because I know stuff, right? And I know that. I've seen that. Okay, I've seen that. I've seen people who think, oh, my English is not good enough. And I was like, let your boss decide. And then they apply and they are successful. But some people are not very confident and they apply and then they can't improve, and then you lose your job. And just imagine that. I get so upset. Oh my God, I get so upset with that. Okay. And again, guys, I have seen so much stuff. And I like to share it with you. Okay. Because I seen people make mistakes and they come to me after they've made a mistake. And I try to help them fix that mistake. Okay. That's what I do. But then I learn from their mistakes and I share with you so you don't make the same mistakes also. We are a community here. We're helping each other all the time. If I make a mistake, I share so you can improve. If I see someone making a mistake, I share so you can improve too. Like Carlos said, we're on the same page. Good, because I want people here to be on the same page, because then we can help each other. All right. So, guys, if you need a 6 strategies, bang on strategies. After that, if you need a higher score, then you have to work on your English. I've seen that so many times, so many times. Okay, because with the IELTS test, with strategies, you can get to a certain point. But then if you really want to improve, then you have to keep studying English. And again, If you need a high score, it's because you want to achieve high things, big things abroad. If your English is not good enough, you might not be able to succeed. All right, guys. That's very unfortunate, but that's the truth. Unfortunate, but that's the truth. Okay? All right. So I promised a secret. I promised the secret. What do you think the secret is? Guys, it doesn't matter the strategies. English will always help you. Okay. And that's something that you shouldn't stop. Shouldn't stop. You can practice your English formally and informally, right? You can do both. You can do both. Okay. But you have to keep improving and improving and improving. Otherwise, you get your score and then you won't be able to succeed because your English is not good enough. All right. So that's why I keep practicing. And again, always think about the English for the IELTS test, but then also think about English for other things that you need to do, that you need to achieve. All right. Just think about that all the time, all the time, all the time. Okay, guys, because the better your English, okay, the more you improve your English, okay, the more you improve, the easier it will be for you to get to your dreams. How cool is that? How cool is that? So cool. Okay. All right. Because just imagine yourself, guys, just imagine yourselves studying for the IELTS test, improving your English, studying, or just, okay, just studying for the test. And then you go and you get the score. Yay. You apply and you get into university. Yay. And then on the first day you get there and you're like, I can't understand anything. Guys, I've helped people in Australia. Okay, I've helped people in Australia who couldn't understand what the teacher wanted. They had an assessment and they couldn't understand. So they called me and say, hey, Fabi, can you help me? And I helped them. I've helped people revise their assessment because they were not confident with their English. So you see, so I think that that's something that you have to start early. Okay. All right. There's a question here, Fabi. Just a question. How can I get information about preparing for the IELTS test? Here. Right here. Okay. Carlos, go to my YouTube, Fabi English on YouTube. Lots of information there. Lots and lots of information there. Okay. And if you want to know more about dates and everything, the British Council website. Also, British Council website. Best place to go to. IELTS British Council. Okay, best place to go to. All right. Goody, goody. Okay, so pop questions in if you have any other questions. I don't think I missed any questions, but I'm going to go over them later. Okay, so pop questions in if you have any questions. All right, so today we talked about the best way to study. Okay, the most successful way to study for the test. Okay, so if you need a 6, strategies. That's where you start. Okay, that's where you start. And then if you need a higher score, guys, English. Focus on your English. Okay, because you don't want to be lucky, get a high score on the test, lucky, and then get to the university and you can't understand anything. I've seen that happen. Okay, or you get the PR, you get to Canada, and you can't pass the job interview because you didn't improve your English. All right, just think about that. So guys, and again, you guys focus so much on the test that you forget other things. But my job is to remind you, okay? Because I'm telling you what I see. Okay, so my job here is to help you and remind you and to give you information. All right? Okay, someone said, thank you, you're welcome. Let me go over the questions here. Did I miss anything? Let me see. Let's see. I answered that one. Any other questions? Okay, hello. Lots of hellos, lots of highs from Colombia, Dominican Republic. Cool. Costa Rica, cool. Okay, anything else? Any other questions? Let me see. Okay. Any other questions? Oh, my question about my services. About my services. Okay. So, if you want to know more about my services, you can go to the link in the bio. Okay, and you can put in your email there, and I'll send you an email. Okay, all right, and or maybe just send me a message with some specific questions about my services, and I'll let you know. All right, because I do have a course, guys. I do have a course. It's running at the moment. So exciting! Today we talked about task 1 and task 2. Well, task 1, yeah, academic in general, and then task 2, we talked about 2 different types of task 2s today. Because in my course, we talk about writing every single week because that's what you guys need most help with. And this week, my students are gonna do the final writing. I'm gonna give them some feedback. Amazing. Is it gonna go? Yeah, it worked. All right, we see any other questions? I think that's it. That is it. Okay, guys. So just like Carlos, okay. So if you have any extra questions, feel free to send me a message on Instagram. Okay. All right. And or an email, fabi@fabienglish.com. And I'll reply to you. Okay, especially if you have more questions about my course. Okay. And that's it for me. Okay, so guys, getting a 6 is not that hard. It's very easy to get to a 6. And I can help you very easily to get to a 6. But then to get the 7, we need to improve our English. So if you don't know when you're going to do the test, but you know you have to do it, the first thing, start working on your English. Always work on your English because the government's changing the rules every day. Here in Australia, there have been 10 changes the last 2-3 months. We cannot control that. The only thing we can control is our knowledge. Okay, and I'm here to help you. I don't care what the government's doing. I'm here to help you. It's not going to change what I'm doing with you guys. Okay, it's not going to change. Okay, I'm here to help you. All right, so you can achieve your dreams. All right, okay. Any questions? Send me a message later. All right, see you on. I'll see you on Wednesday, same time. All right, bye.